It's starting to get ridiculous hot as I believe it's going from. Go that way, cat. About to go sit on my keyboard. The I do believe it's hitting around 11:30, and as you all know, you're starting to come into the hottest part of the day. So we will zoom into your players coming out into this glaring sun.
Suppose we don't come out if it's as bad as it sounds like it's going to be.
Well, that's on you. It's 11:30 and it's starting to get hot. Around 3:30 is when it's at its hottest part of the day before it starts to cool down. That's common knowledge. Unless you live in a place where there's 25 or 26 hours, as far as y'all can tell, there's a 24-hour cycle here. And no extra sun. Not Tatooine.
I control my pancake disc to hover above my head for shade.
Or you just walk underneath it.
Well, I wasn't sure how high it was floating off the ground.
Well, okay, so your pancake disc has to follow you whenever you get X amount of distance away. It's not controllable. It just follows you
It has a
at
leash.
max distance. Yeah, it only moves at your leash. So that's just how that tensor's floating disc works.
I need to attach it to a javelin or something. Carry it like an umbrella.
Just build an under compartment attached to the donkey. The donkey walks ahead, and you're sleeping underneath it, under this blistering hot piece of metal as it radiates heat downward into your shade.
10 degrees cooler in the shade, I'm telling you.
Yeah, 10 degrees cooler until it's metal. That's that it's 10 degrees the same. Just no glaring
Rating
sun.
off heat.
Note to self.
Yeah.
Make adjustments to create a fan.
It's gonna be a turning
Yes,
tensor
honestly,
floating.
use it as like a scooter.
You don't want a fan, you want a cooling.
Well, we're going to get into thermal dynamics. You need something that redistributes the heat. So yes, maybe a wind spell.
Hmm.
You all have the wagon. Remember, the donkey is the wagon technically, and the tensor's following behind the wagon. You have it built up. Nothing's saying that you can't augment that wagon. You have material on hand. Hint, hint. DM's gonna shut up now.
Use some of the javelins and the tents to make a tarp for it.
Like a covered.
Yeah, covered wagon.
Makes sense in reality. I'm not gonna stop you. Tell me how you're gonna roll it, what you're gonna do, and let's go with it. The scene is yours. I'll just ask for rolls here and there, or tell you that doesn't sound logical. So if you do it, just say my character or I go when I start running up a tent and I start doing it.
Okay. I start creating a canopy thing for the wagon.
All right.
Of
Anybody helping you out? You see what
Yep,
I'm trying
I'll
to
help her.
provoke.
I'm
Yeah,
I'm
I
just
mean, like, say how you're helping out. I'm cutting
I'm
this. I'm
setting
doing
up
it.
the stakes for the tarp to hang over.
Hmm,
Like I'm putting
okay.
the spears so they'll be like walls so they can drape over it.
Are you doing this just inside of the cave where there's some shade,
Yes.
or are you doing this in the open area where there's space? All those things. Okay. Um, so just move your characters over next to. Just think of the donkey as the wagon representation. Move your character.
what?
Try not to
Why?
lag
Why?
everybody. I will fix it.
That was me. They were all attached to me. I don't know. My
If
magnetic
any,
personality.
for sense of being, if any character is, as you see, next to the these locations, these blocks, we're going to classify them unless you say otherwise as in the wagon, so you don't have to stack them on it, and
Mm.
that that'll make sense. And I can move the wagon, but if you're not in the wagon, you just keep a step away from it. It's just for our sanity. I'm not going to sit there and say that you're that far away. We'll know better, dynamically speaking. So back to what you all were doing. You were saying that you three work on the wagon and adjusting it. So how was that going again?
so I can't actually see what I've got on me because I'm for whatever reason not actually on the Foundry page, despite having logged in when I joined the channel.
Hmm. I will preload the scene, and
If that doesn't work, I'll try a different browser. Like
what
I may
browser are
have
you
done
using?
last time.
Things that tend to work in receding order is DuckDuck, Google, Edge. Bing seems to be issued. I don't know about Firefox or Firefox or I don't know. Ask Jeeves. That's a search engine, but you get the point.
Ask Jeeves is still out.
Yeah, should
Hmm.
ask him about it. Much like the ocean, there's layers to the internet still alive.
How do I see what's in the inventory for the mule and the disc again?
There's two different ways. You could click on Pancake and go to Cargo and Crew, and it shows you what's in it. If you augment the wagon, I'm just going to delete the item and let you do as you say and make a makeshift and see how well it works. The other way to
Ah,
do
there.
it is go to the actor
Mm-hmm.
and click on Pancake itself. And for those that don't know, what does Pancake stand for?
Uh,
Oh, the no forgot. Portable what?
don't remember.
Just call it Pancake. The AOR. That's where we're going. What's the AOR? What is a fob? I don't know. It's a place out there in the middle of nowhere. Yeah, forward operating base out there. We just call them fobs. Not connecting that that's what that means. Uh, continue. My bad. So what tools do you use? And
I use
is
some of the
anybody?
javelins to make walls and to kind of arch it over the canvas of the tents.
Okay. How you connecting those javelins?
I
You
have some rope with me.
all right. Bending those javelins. All
Browser
right.
does
Do
not
a strength
have
check and try not to break it.
Pancake.
Any
Portable arcane node combat assistance kinetic elevation device.
cool. You're able to bend one nice, get it propped into place. All right, now you got to bend the other one, so grab it and don't break it. Get that strength check again. And then who's tying it? If you rolled any higher, I would have said you snapped it for using too much strength. Uh, I was like looking for that sweet spot of 12 to 20. Although I could just look at this backwards. If you roll crit, you snapped it. So we'll just backwards take it instead of the sweet spot. The okay, so you got one, you got the other. All right. Well, you got two hands full. I don't know about you, but your third leg isn't an arm.
I'll help.
All right. So what check would you like to use to tie the rope and make it secure? Look at your skills. There's many different ways you can do this. You've gotten examples in the past.
I use
Abuse your
intimidation.
skill. Well, yeah,
Sleight,
you.
sleight of
It's too
hand?
many her to do it. Tie that rope. Good. Um, you can use sleight of hand. Pretty sure also survival works and a few other things. Um, there you go. You take the rope. How much of that rope are you using? All of it? More rope you have, the better secure it would be. However, the less rope you'll have for something else. Roll an intelligence check or a common sense. What were we using that as? Perception? No. Yes, perception. That's your common sense. Or do you want to logic box it with, I guess, investigation would be your intellect version of that, where you problem solve it, I guess. I don't know if there's a problem. So if you need to use common sense, use your perception. If you need to logic box something or problem solve it, use investigation. Unless we find something that better works, I think those things work. If you all are in agreement. If you need a problem solve, you could use your investigation skill where you're trying to investigate the problem. Players went silent.
Sorry, I'm
You good?
I think I got
Okay,
this.
so okay, so you look like you're probably going to need at least 10 feet of that rope in order to wrap it pretty nice and secured. So you cut yourself off 10 feet of that 50 feet of rope, and you still got 40 feet left to play with. You got your ropes, you got one arch. How many of these arches are you going to be? Typical wagon has
Probably
anywhere
3.
between, I was
I
going to
was
say,
thinking 3.
yeah, typical wagon is what, 3 to 4 arches?
Yeah.
So there you go.
I don't think
So
we have enough material for. We can do 3. Each arch takes 2. For the
yeah, just
javelins. So yeah, we can do 3, no problem.
there you go. You'll do a 3 arch system. So
All right.
now that you've gotten the hang of it, I'm just gonna you can do a strength check and only one strength check with advantage, and I'll allow you to bend since you've gained more experience from it. And she just does her sleight of hand check. So there you go. You got one ready. And you too, you've garnered your experience from those high rolls. So now you get advantage on rolling your sleight of hand. There you go. You got another arch. Okay, you got the two main arches. Now you got to do the center arch. Cool. Done. You've got all the arches in place. Now you got to it's going to take 4 of you to batten down and get the canvas in place and all that stuff. So how do you want to go about doing that?
Muse.
What?
E.
One of you needs to problem solve the situation. 3 of you need to sleight of hand it, and there you go. Something like that.
Do we use the piton as like an anchor for it?
The pittance.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. Well, once you, I could describe and how you would do it. However, if the arch is like this, what do you mean by anchoring? Because at this point, you're just putting a tent cover over top. So
Yeah, we're putting the
one of you
cover over the
take
top, and then along the bottom of it, where it's draped along the side of the cart, put the pitons down so it's draped over and it won't fly off. It's like nails.
hammer it in like a nail.
Okay. Well, right. Like I said, one of you roll the problem solving, and 3 of you roll sleight of hand. So that would be Zish, Kamar with sleight of hand, and one other, or a rogue, or who else is doing the sleight of hand
What's the left of
besides?
this sleight of hand? Oh wow!
You don't need to do sleight of hand, Clocks. You're doing the problem solving
Uh,
along with Kamar
Can I
investigation.
go with survival instead of sleight of hand?
Sure.
Survival I have
How,
proficiency with because of my race. Sleight of hand I do not have proficiency with.
right. So how is survival being something you're helping to like logic me that? Any skill could be
Survival. I
used
get
out
it
of the box.
because I have the cunning artisan effect. You've learned how to shape things from the and create gear from the bodies of your fallen enemies. This means
And
harvesting
Wow.
shields,
correct.
clubs. So I'm shaping the gear with past experience regarding shaping the to design the
A,
shape of the equipment.
yeah, a canvas tent is no different than a skin, is what you're basically summing it up, right?
Ew.
So
Yeah,
yes, by all means, survival your way into
He was a special kind of Boy Scout.
the lizard folk.
I mean, if you'd like, I can make us a better tarp if we go back and I could get that hulking Grimla.
Oof.
Or you could just stitch together all the gridlocks along the way. Okay, so if I was unmistaken,
Might be able
everybody.
to tell I finally loaded in.
Okay, Rennie, what skill would you like to enhance that and succeed in your wood carvers? She's making wooden spikes to help wedge into the wagon's bed and the pittons. Do you grab the hammer and the pittons and just nail them in, or are you actually going to take some time and whittle wood? Because if 3 people are holding it down and one person's leading, you could just roll a friggin' dex check or sleight of hand or something, and just go around and nail everything in. Because and how many how many pittons do you use? That's you just for a 10 or higher, so you succeeded. How many pittons do you use? You have 30 pittons. You only put in one on each side. You
Do one for each arch leg.
do a minimum of 6.
6.
That
Thinking 6 of each on each side.
well,
'Cause
2
if
for
we're having
each
to
that would
leg.
use
be
2 tents,
they're like nails at this point. So I mean, how secure do you want it to be? How windy do you think it'll get?
say more the better because we don't know how long we got to travel.
She's gonna
Yeah, I
okay,
agree
so
with
she's
Rainey.
gonna do a total of
12
12.
total.
Okay. 12 total minimum, got it. So you ran along the edge and you nailed it all in, went on the other side, nailed it all in, took a team effort, minus a cougar, a tarnisher, and a Suichian lizard. And you got it done. So let me bring you down to 18 of those. You have 1 javelin, and I don't see the 2-man tent. You use 20, you use 30. Okay, so what do you do with the last remaining bit of 20-foot rope you have?
Fair rope.
All right, so you toss it in there. You all just have to remember you have a 20-foot rope hanging around. Now you have a covered wagon. I would say that probably took you, since you were pretty quick, good with the rolls, probably about a good 30 minutes. So you're reaching at 12 o'clock.
I know
Good on
we've
you
got
all.
2 tents somewhere, whether it's on
You,
the
you,
Yeah.
you got rid
the
of some of
mule.
them.
I think we got rid of
Remember?
one.
Yeah, you got rid of one back and a few armors and stuff and able to load other things onto it. So that happened. And now you're downscaled some more weight, thankfully. So now you've gotten rid of both tents. At least I'm not seeing the other tent, and I'm not sure if you got rid of both tents back then.
I'm pretty sure we only got rid of one, but
And that's I'm not. That's right. The dragon egg. Remember, you all were trying to get 50 pounds of weight to get the dragon egg on there,
yeah,
and so you had to exchange certain things. That's why you were trying to offload weight and left it partially back in the cave. However, it's not that far back. You guys could have easily gone back, shredded it. In 30 minutes, it wasn't that far into the cave that you dropped it off. We could just easily tack another 15 minutes on. Someone ran back, cut it open, dragged back what they and ran back, and you all were good. So yeah, you all were building things. Rennie and Jerry Luth ran back, grabbed the thing to make sure you all were safe, came back with it, and y'all were good. Did y'all accepting that? Then you already did it. We're saying that before you all built the canvas over it, you and Jerry Luth ran back, grabbed the tent, came back. They finished putting the arches up, and then you just did the whole arch pit and things, and that was the 45-minute time block. It would only make
Works
sense.
for me.
Unless you all were like, nah, we just sat around and waited for them to that before we realized it was the problem. Okay, cool. We built a wagon. Covered wagon.
Okay, the server hates me today. It just said that the page is not responding, and I've got the. So I'm reloading it.
All right. If it continues to have issues, we could do the whole. Someone will just stream their Discord. All right. I mean,
Here we go.
I am fixing this up. There we go. I now know what direction you all are pretty much. Who is the driver? Kamar, correct?
I believe
Yep.
so. He has land vehicles.
Right. Good to know.
Also got gaming set too, but yeah.
Now I'm lagging. There it goes. Condensed. All right. I have y'all selected. What direction are you going?
Well, we could always go left.
You want to go left or do you want to go right?
What does our guide say?
Who's the guide?
The one that's in the back still resting from concussion.
Oh,
She
yeah.
said she barely remembers this part of the journey. She knew how to get through the path. Uh, she remembers it was awkward in the pathing because again she was a child.
I
Isn't she
think we
still a
should go
child?
north.
Uh, she let me roll a check for her. I don't want to sit there and move everything to grab her character, so I'm just going to die roll it. Okay, she's able to get through her concussion a little bit. Rolled an 18. And she tries to tell you that from what she remembers something about that they kind of did like this little S pattern and somehow got to their location. Everything to her back then looked the same, and she didn't understand why they were going not going in a straight direction. And she does tell you you'll know the entrance because Drow guard it.
The what? Growl guard? What?
You'll know the entrance because Drow will be guarding it.
Drow will be guarding it. A drow. Okay.
Yes.
I think we should go north. This way.
All right. Well, you're the driver.
Yep, heading that way.
All right. So you go north. You come.
We see. Can we see those creatures?
You start to come up to this intersection, and you see off in the distance, further than it looks, those monstrosities up there.
Bring the cart to a halt. Be like, hey, there's something up this way. We keep going that way.
Yeah, they're more down the valley and off the map, but you do see that towards that direction. They're safe enough distance off that you can
You said S, so I'm gonna
guess.
can't work on them.
Way off in the distance to the north, you see
Triceratops men, the thing we saw fighting earlier.
Oh my
Get to-
gosh, I'm as big as their toenail.
you get to right here and you see way off. We're talking about 300, like the valley goes for a while to the north, but you see one of those guys way off in the distance.
Yeah, I'm gonna come down this way.
Yes, you could, if you wanted to, run north and around, or you could go south. So you're choosing south. All right.
Yep, south.
Give me a drive check of some sort or a vehicle on handling it and maneuvering it so it doesn't get stuck in this wedged path.
Okay. Come on, load
Yeah,
up.
bunch of rock steady cousins. Be that survival, be that
I'm
sleight of
trying to.
hand, whatever
There
it
we
is.
go.
You successfully navigate it through the wedge. You come to now. Where are you going? And you can just draw a line, and I'll just follow it to there.
Yeah, I'm gonna go that way. Oh,
That way.
yeah. Yeah, I'm not sure on that. I don't know how to delete that.
I got you. Drawing, select, click, delete.
You.
Select. Roll me a perception check. All right. You start to get right here, and all of a sudden the wheels get stuck.
Dang it. gonna go see what gets stuck.
I'm sorry, what?
I'm gonna hop out of the cart and see why we got stuck.
Looks like it's stuck on some vines.
I'm gonna take one of the tomahawks and start cutting the vines.
As you go to cut the vines, combat.
Oh dang it!
As you are surprised attacked by tendrils that come out of the ground from the cactus nearby and move as if they have a life of their own.
You mean? Oh,
Wasn't so deadly. I'd like those pretty flowers.
Um, on your turn, you can holler out because you might need some backup girls. Holler back girls or whatever it would be.
Ain't no holler back, girl.
Isn't it?
Well, that's what the players would say. We ain't no holler back.
Yep.
Let me remove these from the combat and roll for combat. And we'll start wherever the. All right. And it attacks. 12 hit.
Yep.
As it smacks at you with its things on its first attack for 15 total damage. It attacks a second time with its tendrils. And a 15 hits. And 3 more whacks for a total of 17 damage this time. And you've just taken a total of 32 damage. It is your turn. Leaving you at 15 life of your 47.
Yikes.
I mean this in the nicest way possible.
Yes.
I'm glad it was you who took that. On the other hand, I wish it was me because my AC would have blocked it.
Well, 12 is my AC, so
Yeah, the 12 and a 15 does hit. Can't soak a tank. You can't tank soak if you don't know it's coming. Because that would have been what 16 damage if you were raging.
yep.
Um, like I said, it attacked twice with and 3 hits in that, so it's lashing out at you and with 3 different needled cacti tendrils whacking at you and has a backup of another 3 tentacles coming at you as this thing is just shredding your skin because
to do it. I'm
If
gonna
not-
have as a bonus
You-
action rage. I screamed out saying, "Hey, I need help! Being attacked!"
Runner attack. Who do you all join in?
Yeah.
Yep.
All right. Go ahead and roll as 2 disembark out the back and 2 disembark out the front, which is there you go.
And I attack with my glaive. Me.
There you go. You what you roll? You hit with a roll of 20. You do 10 damage. As you cut off a few into some of the cactus, you see that it's a little bit resilient. You're in for some weed whacking.
In my turn.
All right. That would bring us up to Rennie. It is your turn. Let me. You could just, if you're lagging, you could just type out what you do, and I am not lagging. Predominantly, since well, she's trying to figure out that Zish, you could be going to. What do you do? Because and
I'm gonna try and cut through one of those vines that's trying to wrap up my friend.
oh, it's lashing at him. It's not trying to wrap at him. Although, roll perception or an arcana, or actually go with perception. Actually, fuck it. That's a safe assumption. So go for it. That it could have that ability. What I was basically going to say your perception would have perceived. So
So yes,
you're,
this is an assumption that my character made.
yeah. So yeah, uh, go ahead and attack at a direct. That's a safe assumption. Attack the tendrils. Your Titan Maw War Club connects at the cactus. Roll for damage.
I do not have a Titan Maul.
No, but she is
Oh,
attacking too,
gotcha.
and you do 10 damage to it as you start pulverizing this plant into matter. You whisk and miss. Guess the waving vines were just.
Wait, why did it just roll with my rifle? I mean, it's the same bonus, but
I don't know. You were using your Jurafang, so
yeah, that's what I was trying to do.
there you go.
I just don't know why it rolled with a different thing. Did I click something wrong? Or...
I don't know, but it's fixed now. Roll the damage button. You hit with a 19. To plant food for the lizard that eats meat.
Lizards are omnivores. I eat more than just meat.
Yes, it was a tendency of diet versus options. Need you to roll damage. You scroll up in the chat, you can just click the damage thing. And you carve a little bit off of it. It's got a few gnashes in it. It's a very stubborn weed, cactus. It rolls around, and Jerry Luth and Clocks, you're up in that order. What does Jerry Luth, who jumps out and probably billows out his cape, looking fantastical to no one except himself? Where's an audience when I need it? Bonus action. So there you go.
No, I'm not going to use the bonus action because I need to use the bonus action to use my bow in sun mode so I can do 1d6 bonus damage.
Okay. He hasn't gotten the ego in to do the charisma check of I'm bellowing out my cape as I jump out. I'm going to get a bandage on my.
Does a 25 hit?
Yes. Yes, it does. Barely. By this much. And you get in the 6 damage on it. Now it's got some arrows in it. Fox, what are you doing while Jared Luth finishes up his turn?
I jump from the cart and attack it with the wild claw gauntlets.
Oh, I'm just imagining the gnome landing on a cactus with melee weapons. Talk about thorns damage. The cactus has thorns damage, so
YOLO?
I'm just
Nope.
you succeed in hurting yourself.
Wow.
I tried.
You jump onto the cactus.
I was feeling very indestructible in my cute little cowboy outfit, okay?
If only David could see you.
I imagined it was a wild horse or something.
You imagine
the cactus is
actually has a back.
the cactus lashes out and attacks the raging machine in front of him and Zish behind. The first attack of 9 misses the raging barbarian. The second attack of 24 hits the Zish, applying 17 needles into his scaly hide, requiring him to do a constitution check. Needing a 13, he failed, and your maximum hit die is reduced by 3.
So you mean I have 1 hit die now?
No. Max hit points. Hit points, and not die. Hit points. On a failed, the crit's hit point maximum is reduced by 3. That doesn't take away just your top end. So, yeah, something feels off, as you feel like you're a little parched.
Hmm.
Kamar, you're up.
I'm going to make tea out of this.
I'm gonna make tea out of this.
I just want the flour.
You notice one of the flowers start to bloom after it hit this.
Walk around it.
You get
I have
advantage. You are
advantage
now
on it.
flanking. Yes. Other than Rennie, everyone will have advantage. Unless she moves north a step. Yes. You definitely can have your flower after we kill it. You hit. And the cacti takes a 12 damage. You did a nice little chunk into it as some of its floral fluids start to seep out. Sap. Rennie and Zish, you are up.
Actually, I got one more thing.
Oh yeah, go ahead,
Bonus
do it while they're
action.
figuring out the and second win. And you get back. It's only rage worked in reverse that you got double heal back.
Yeah. I did roll a 10, which is nice.
Oh yeah, max roll on that. Hey, that's technically 24 hit points that you can soak. Titan Maul, she comes in with the bat. Do you move into a better position? Nope, but she hits anyways. Just not like a blunt instrument to knock out some needles. You poke a few of your own holes into it. Zish, you're up. You feel you have a case of cotton mouth right about now.
Well, there's one good way to deal with cottonmouth.
If yeah, well, yeah, there is. If you want to bite through the needles of the thing, you might get a mouthful of needles before you get a mouthful of plant. All right.
What am I? Oh,
You roll bite. You should have a bite attack.
should.
Um, should be just a regular attack, pretty much, with your whatchamacallit. Let me look at your character. Player stuff. Under your features. You got to swap that slash and R. As a bonus action, you make a special attack with your bite. If the attack hits, it deals normal damage. You miss unless you're spending your inspiration point.
No.
All right, you still have your normal attack.
No, I don't want the rifle. Why does it keep autoing to the rifle? I mean,
No, no,
generally,
no.
yes, I want the rifle, but
You want your cougar in this? And
and I
you
missed.
miss. All right, let me get the cougar into this. The cougar comes out on the next turn anyway, on this turn anyways. So let me add it into the combat because it came in behind the clocks.
Oh, actually, would I have advantage since for
Yes,
flanking?
you had advantage on both of that. It is the cougar is going to get to go at this moment in time as well. So go ahead and roll for the cougar. It's got bite and claw attack, and you need to So your first attack missed. Roll a second for your fang. All right, your fang hit. Roll its damage.
Nice.
And you do 9 damage. This thing seems to have been taking a lot of chunking. While she rolls for the cougar, Jerry Luth and Clocks. Clocks, you're in the middle of a needle nest. Would you like to continue stabbing? Remember, Jerry Luth and Clocks, you have flanking advantage because I can draw a line between you and Kamar's. The cougar has advantage. It could if it moves right here. Which it probably would. It would jump out of the thing and come up around it. You don't want to move away from it. You'll without provoking an attack of opportunity upon you. Here, I'll display it in the chat for you. That way it makes it easier and you can just click on it in the chat. There's the bite attack. And there's the claw attack. So just Jared Luth, what you doing? The bite the bite has advantage, so you need to roll it with advantage. So just roll it one more time. No, wait, yeah. Just roll it one more time to make up for the and then when you click the attack, make sure you hit for the claw, hit advantage. The cougar's claw hits. And the bite hits. Okay, so
It crits on both.
it crit on both. Here, I will help you on that one. She is having some latency issues like crazy. So the claw double rolled it. And the bite crit hit. Well, the cougar came in. You see the cactus sponging in. Jared Luth, it is your turn. You hit. Fox, rolling a perception check. Actually, no, I'm sorry. I need a nature check from the two barbarians. The druid can have advantage. Clocks, you're up. Nature. All right. Druid, nature with advantage. Meanwhile, clocks, do your turn. You hit with shocking grasp. Your nature check goes through. You recognize the fact that some plants that sponge in explode out. This thing's made of needles. and it's about to die. As she says that, it's the cactus's turn. You all,
crap.
because she realized the nature check and said it, will have advantage on a saving throw. As the thing explodes needles outward for its turn. Everyone needs to roll a save that is within 15 feet. So click the DC saving throw. You need to beat a 14. I will get the laggers.
What am
By the
I?
way, if you click your character, then you click the DC save in the chat. You don't have to click the deck save on your character. I just realized that. So if you click your little button and in the chat it says DC 14 saving throw, I already took care of Rennie's because you were lagging. I just need Jared Lutz. And yeah, everybody's within the 15.
Yeah, I used my luck. I don't care.
Dirty Lutz. Everyone dodges out of the way before they would have taken a hail of 23 damage of needles. You only take half on save. So half
I
rounded
take
down.
half of that as well.
You only take a quarter, correct? Because that does stack. So half and half is let's see, it's rounded up. So 12. That would mean you take 6 and everyone else is taking 12 damage. And Kamar, it is your turn. I will.
Uh,
Zish, did you take the damage yet? No, I gotcha.
I never rolled that.
Oh, I gotcha.
I got it.
Yeah, you made your save. Good. I just went to look at yours and you're like, well, that's over half your life.
Yay.
Zish, because you are. Oh, never mind. Yes. Because the thing had struck you, it's not that it's grappled, it's that it's still attached, sort of, to you. On your turn, you're going to need to do something about those needles as it's slapped onto you. I guess you could call it a grapple, more like an attached. You hit with the thing to do 13 damage, downing it. Zish, you need to remove those needles. The thing stops moving.
I'm going to use a nature check to know how to remove needles and other potential things like that.
your nature check and your common sense in the situation. It's a cactus. It's draining the water out of you. So just pulling the thing away from you and not leaving the thing with the needles attached into you will succeed in removing it from ingesting the water from your body.
I kind of figured that part out when I yelled, "I'm going to make tea out of you."
It's with your nature check and her nature check, uh, it's prevalent that while this thing is dying now, that like a vampire, it sucks water out of it. Just not blood. The thing is dead. Because you removed the needles, it can't come back or get any water on it. It is a plant. Well, you throw salt on it. It's a cactus. It kind of, I don't know if salt's really throw salt on his wound, maybe.
Oof.
The scene is yours. Combat is stopped. What would you like to do?
I'm turning
Right.
the cactus juice core into juice, and I'm taking the needles to poke it to put on the outside of the wagon.
The needles seem very sturdy yet frail. Even with survival check, it seems like it only does its sucking thing whenever it's alive. As you look at the needles and see that there's, with your eye very carefully and probably a little magnifying glass, that there's a little hollow, and it's kind of like that. So it's jabbing
Right.
into you and sucking
It's
out.
it's like a needle that for a medical.
Yes. So you'd be able to. These would make great medical needles. However,
Once
lots
I
of them.
realize that I can't really use them to make a defensive position on the card, that's what I'm going to take to save them for.
Okay.
Oh, Tamar, grab your flour, or I'm mulching it down too.
Roll a nature check to get
Go
your
over and
flower. How well you pick a flower. The barbarian picks
one.
the
Wow.
flower pretty well off of the cactus. It's got a kind of sweet scent to it. Almost a souring sweet scent.
Oh, hey, you got the honor and sanity to work.
I didn't catch that reference.
No, I just noticed that there's 2 new stats on the character sheets.
Oh, yes. The honor and sanity is applicable.
Wait,
However,
what?
right now, no, what I'm saying is that I got the honor and sanity to work on the character sheets.
Oh,
Um,
okay.
That's what I was just acknowledging the fact I hadn't. I just noticed it.
I
I
didn't
will
even
say
realize it.
that until I implement it, you don't have to worry about it.
Okay.
And unless you guys are mistreating your own characters, sanity shouldn't be too much of an issue because you'll be too exhausted at the moment to get into sanity deprivation issues.
Well, I mean, wouldn't exhaustion reduce sanity?
Yes. okay, to get into sanity, at the moment, nothing really is messing with it unless your characters start if, becoming too exhausted, and then I would start introducing it earlier than needed.
Okay.
This is I just give the players enough rope to hang themselves. All right.
Walk over to Rainy and hand her the flower.
There
Aw.
is. Oh, he's done a better job than Davi. Let's see. There is 1d6 worth of flowers. There are 3 flowers on there. Would you like to pick the other 2 before he mulches? One of them. Did you? There's one that was bloomed, one that was blooming, and one that is a bud, or I should say, closed. You, from your angle, which one did you pick first? Probably the
One
prettiest
that's
one.
bloomed.
All
Yeah.
right. Do you want to pick either of the other 2?
Nope.
All right. Begin mulching. It's going to take you about a good 20 to 30 minutes to mulch this plant fully. It is pretty big, and it's kind of pretty resilient for a cactus. It's almost chopping into wood.
Ooh. Does
It
that mean that
can
the
be
roots
used.
on the cactus could be used to reinforce the tarp?
It could be used as a leather armoring on the outside of the wagon. Yes, you probably could get for its size. Let's just do a roll of. Okay, so about a 2 by 2 foot, so a 2 foot by 2 foot
I do
panel.
want to point out that I got a critical on my harvesting of it.
Then you'll get 4 feet. Then I'll double it.
Cool.
So being that the wagon is what 6 feet in length and 2 feet in girth. No, that's dumb. I'm sorry. 10 feet in length, 5 feet in girth would be a minimum. So
So I'm
the
gonna be
wagon
able.
itself is a 10 by 15.
The
So
first dimensions kind of resembled a coffin.
my bad. So, so I'm gonna
Well,
just state that you were able to cover a 5 by 5 easily, and we'll get you to 2 panels as you spread out the wealth. So yeah, you were able to get, if we count all of it, so a 15, a 10, 25, 50. You have 50. Yeah. So 10. You would need, if you crit and caught 4 more of these plants, you'd be able to cover the outside fully. Right
actually, I
now, you
think
would
I
need
might
to
be
cover a total of 10. Huh?
you making skeletal armor for our donkey, or not skeletal, cactus hide armor for the donkey.
Yeah, actually, that would be more. You have enough material to make a leather armoring for the donkey. I will allow that. That's fine, because then you could chop up the extra that you got to shore up and make it more whatever overlapping plate. Do you all stand here in the sun doing this for the next 30 minutes to an hour, or are you gonna chop all the stuff, bring it into the wagon, and work on it?
So the chopping is going to be in the sun. If other people don't want to, I assume as a lizard folk, I'd be the most comfortable enjoying my nice sun.
I don't know. They're
Yeah, I'm going back in the cart.
you should go back into the cart.
Yeah.
You have 2 feet of rope, so I'm going to say you're going to need at least 10 feet of it. You already have the needles, and you've cut it up. You just need another check on sewing and making it. It's going to take it's going to take a while to stitch up an armoring for the donkey. So you're looking at like 4 to 6 hours worth of manufacturing. So if you grab all those materials, bring it to the wagon, as the game progresses, 4 to 6 hours, we'll just roll it. And what I'll say is you'll make a check, and if you pass with your leather working, cool, that works. As long as you, because this is new material, I'm going to say you need a 15 or higher for you. Because you're pretty acquainted with it, I'm going to drop it down to a 13 or higher, in way of you said your survival and stuff. So you're going to need 4 checks. I'm sorry, yeah, you're going to need 6 checks. If you get a 20 or higher, I will drop down an hour up to twice. So it will make it down to 4 hours. Does it make sense?
Yep.
So
I am
you're
in
either
the
going to have
back of the
6
cart.
rolls or 4 rolls.
I'm in the back of the cart sewing.
Yep, sewing, chopping, and all that kind of stuff. And at the end of this, you will get what would be equivalent to probably hide armor or fiber armor. Yeah, fiber, not. We'll get there. We'll find something. Okay, this plant doesn't exist anymore. Everyone's back in the cart. Does any before you all get while he's chopping it up, what are you all doing? Getting in the cart, getting out of the shade, drinking, healing, surveying, investigating the area
Yeah, I'm
before you
healing.
get getting you got to get the vines off of the wagon wheel.
Healing and getting the cart ready to move again.
Okay. So as it approaches 1 o'clock, what did anybody else do besides Zish and Kamar's?
I got in the wagon.
Nothing. Okay. An hour passes. What do you want to do, Kamar? Go forward, continue in this direction, or backtrack? You would have had time
Keep
to
going that
turn the wagon. You're gonna go continue forward.
Hi, Spirit.
forward.
Okay.
And be going that way.
Roll a perception check.
Natural 20. Oh, wait, no, 19. Sorry.
You see another one ahead of you.
God damn it.
You also hear some screeching. I need everyone who has advantage in nature or survival to roll. So if you do not have an advantage, if you're not skilled in nature or survival, don't roll. We don't get it with advantage, but that's fine. I don't care. So who else is rolling?
I'm in the back, so I'm not keeping watch. Otherwise, I would have advantage in both.
Well,
Sorry.
Rennie, you hear a sound that you it's an audible sound that you definitely recognize as a harpy's screech coming from down the valley's direction from ahead of you all. It was just barely noticeable, but you've heard this sound before. You've fought these things before.
All right. Now going that way.
I'm sorry. So now you're backtracking.
I will turn around.
Oh, you are breaking up badly. So you're turning it back around. Gotcha.
Yeah, going around that way. And go that way.
Okay. You backtrack and you come this way. You could go east or south.
Somebody want to scout a little?
Jerry Luth, would you like to get out and scout? Is what Kamar's asking. Ori. Cameraman probably ran to the bathroom thinking he had a breather. Rennie, would you like to scout ahead? Hop out and walk a few? You're suggesting like to go right about here and here before you. Okay. So you get about here. Roll nature or perception, whichever one. You have your kitty with you. So roll nature or perception or both. I'll tell you different things depending. You see another one of those cactids. Not one, but two. You see two chalking up that choke point. To the south, roll your nature or your perception or both. That was to the east. So now you came over here to check the south passage. Finish. Um, so Rennie is saying that east has got two cacti, and she suggests north. She investigates to the south. I mean, sorry, north, south, and it seems pretty safe to go south. So which direction would you like to go?
I'm gonna go south.
All right. Travel south. And you come to another direction.
See any of these bush things over on this one? Cacti.
That you could tell this does not look like cactuses, and it looks more brushes. And at the moment, no. You all are starting to get pretty good at spotting them. At the moment, you don't see any. Good thing there isn't any because you failed your perception.
I'm gonna go that way.
All right.
Oh, why? Something's
Left.
just telling me to go that way.
Gotta go
Yeah, that would be a
left.
left.
You're gonna need to make a vehicle check. Um,
Oh, gonna fit. Think skinny.
you make the first one. It's a little rougher. You're gonna need at least a 13 or higher for the next part.
Nice.
All right. You come
Big
into
one.
a
Like-
part where you're gonna have to make a vehicle check either direction. Do you
I
go?
want to keep an eye on that cave over there. Actually, I want to go towards that cave. Somebody want to go check it out first? We'll see that cave I'm pointing to. Cave here.
Jerry Luth steps out to go check out the cave. Jerry Luth,
Sneaky,
you look.
sneaky,
You
sneaky.
notice you're gonna have to get a little bit closer. You do a good job of stealthing. The cave starts to go back. You start to recognize some things. Roll an Arcana or Nature, or actually roll an Arcana first. You recognize this as a spider's cave.
No.
And what you're assuming is uh, would probably be something like a giant wolf spider or something.
Throw the dynamite.
It's pretty down in there.
So we could just
You
walk
could-
past.
You know that it would be easy to, if you went through the rough part of going south, you wouldn't have to deal with the spider. Or you could throw dynamite in there. I'm not gonna stop you.
Pull the lever,
tunnel, yeah.
Crunk.
Cover.
Hey, how much
Got
do
yes
you need?
amount.
What big spiders, my character says. Remember, I'm sitting in the back of the wagon looking at what I'm sewing.
I don't want to be spider breakfast. Lunch.
Oops. I did not want to zoom in on this. Kamar, while they're talking, roll a perception check for something else entirely.
Sure. Do we need to go through the cave? Is there a reason to go in there? Considering that's no, we have an objective. Is there any reason for us to go in there and blow them up? If there is, I'm more than happy to do it. If there isn't, let's keep going to where we actually need to go.
Or with as high of a roll that you had, it's probably one gigantic spider.
Be stuff in the cave.
I need Kamar to roll a perception check.
Some loot or something. Not
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. So your best assumption is this. It looks like it's going to be a 15 for the wagon to go through the north and a 20 to go through the south and a vehicle check.
turn to the group. We either face a spider or potential breaking the cart.
Sounds like I'm gonna go blow up some spiders.
Spiders it is.
I don't. I may have reinforced the cart, but
You see some weird lumps in the ground. Oh, I will.
Spider poop.
They look. It looks like little rocks.
Spider egg.
Oh no.
They do not look like spider eggs.
Okay.
And spider eggs wouldn't be sitting out here baking in the sun. That I know of. Well, I don't know. Fantasy. But they seem to be over here. And there's about a good 10 or more all over the ground over here. Like little mines. So I whatchamacallit them. Did you say you all were dealing with the spider?
yep.
All right.
Yep.
Like I said, off to the right, you see a bunch of these little things, and there's a unfucked with spider, probably uh, a good ways down in its cave. You do see little thread tethers all over the place. Now that you realize it's a spider, that start right about here on this whole line.
It's a trap.
Keep my eye on these little over here.
Roll a nature check.
I wanna check those out too. Nature
like
or
there's a-
investigation? Doesn't.
Well, you can investigate and then roll nature.
Investigate. And
And then since your investigation, now you can roll your nature. Investigation, this is what they look like.
hmm,
It looks like there's plant matter that's growing on a bunch of these little rocks that is over here, and it looks like this is a bunch of rocks over here with, as you can look on the picture, there's little, what looks like cactuses on them. They look like spherical plants that are, they seem plentiful, brown in color to deep in black at some parts of it. Some of them have a bright yellow flower on them that are often scattered. So, like one or two of them have a bright yellow flower. Oh, what do you all want to do? We are closing in at the end of this session. We got about 30 minutes ish left.
I am throwing a stick of dynamite unless someone has a reason for me not to.
Want to tie it to a spear so we can get it further down there?
You trying to get it down the spider hole? Like I said, there's, now that you know what it is, you can see little thread. Oh no, like these. I was just drawing lines. Like you see a thread that goes into the cave. I just put the spider. I just moved the spider so that you can see the, because the spider is in the cave.
That would have better range.
All right.
I tie an arrow, a stick of dynamite to the arrow, and I'm ready to light it when, on his command. He'll fire.
All right.
All right, I'm gonna take a big, nice, deep breath and pull back the arrow when I tell you to light it, and we'll fire it in there.
Roll an attack on the giant hole. He lights it. It goes and right into the hole, and all you hear is boom, and rocks and everything as the whole thing just crushes down in on itself. The hole is no more.
All right, now that's done. Kamar, go over there and poke one of those things laying on the ground. See what happens.
Take my javelin and throw it at it. I threw my javelin at one of the eggs.
Well, you realize that this isn't eggs. Those are rocks as it clinks off the rock, and that is plants sitting up on all this rocks. There just seems to be a very rocky road all over here with all these plants growing on top of the tops of these little rocks. There's none on these bigger ones. They're just on top of these little rocks. You'd have to the wagon's gonna have to go through all of these rocks as well. Gotta have to clean out the rocks or something.
I'm gonna start cleaning out the rocks then, making a path.
As you go over to the rock, the cactus, as you try to remove it from it, poofs up some spores into the air. Roll a dex save to hold your breath. You breathe in something that starts making you cough for a while. Roll a constitution check. You vomit up your meal. Roll another constitution check. You finally overcome it. The cloud of smoke was so much that it pretty much covered a 5-foot area. Roll an investigation or perception, whichever was better for you. These things are covering a good chunk of all of that over there. Would you like to clean more?
Do you need
Go
another
back
stick
to the
of
group and
dynamite?
be like, yeah, can we dynamite that?
I hand you another stick of dynamite.
A little bit, and I toss it about right here.
Out there?
Damn it. Yeah, right there. I will need a couple sticks.
And that dynamite fills how much of a square? Isn't it a 5x5? It's
5
kind
foot
of like
radius.
so.
10 feet across.
Yeah, got it. Second. There's that. So you put it right here, you're saying?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. And all of these ignite, and you see that it explodes. Oh, you hit the on mark, you explode, and then you see all of the uh, spores in the flower puff push out and away, and and you see a cloud of spores rushing away from the dynamite out 15 feet from the blast area. How far that is. And you destroyed 4 of them. So let's see, 15 feet away from the blast area. Where is my measuring? Zish and Kamar, you are in the area of the puff of smoke as it blasts away. Roll dex check, both of you.
I want to say I'm still in the
Saving throw,
wagon.
you mean?
What?
I should still be in the wagon.
I thought you attached the dynamite to light it
Yeah.
when he threw the arrow.
And then I went back to the wagon to keep working on the armor.
You tracking. I was thinking that you handed dynamite off and didn't go to the wagon yet because they've been so close together.
Gotcha.
That's what I was thinking. Is like this happened, and then he went over, and then he poked it with a stick, and I didn't see when you had that time, but
He went over to poke it with a stick. I went back to keep sewing.
we'll do better at this in the future. Just roll the dex checks real quick.
Sure.
You fail you failed the dex check. I missed it. I will claim it's my bad.
I mean,
Ro-
it's entirely possible that I was paying too much attention to my puppy and I didn't actually say it. I just thought it. Because he's barking at something and I don't know what it is.
well, thank you for playing along then. You have nothing to vomit, and you hemorrhage 2 hit points of blood out of your mouth.
Oof.
Kamar, I need you to roll another Constitution there, Kamar. Zish, you make your check as you. Zish, you vomited up your breakfast. You need to roll a second Constitution check. You hemorrhage 2 points of hit points. You need to make another Constitution check. Look for a 14. Zish needs to roll a third one. Constitution. You make your that's an intelligence save. However, your Constitution is the same. Just don't worry about it. I'll allow you to have it. You stop You stop trying to vomit up. The spores seem to be lingering in the air right around that area now. The particles seem to take a while to dissipate. Would you like to blow up more? And this time, obviously, this issue would have gotten out of the way.
Now I'm headed back to the car.
Yeah, I'd also be getting out of the way too. But yeah, blown up more. Unless somebody can shoot fire at them.
It looks like it's going to take about, for each one you blow up, 10 minutes stacking for it to disperse. And as many as there are, you see at least a good 30 of them. So 30 times 10 is how long it's going to take for this to disperse once you explode them or fireball them or whatnot.
I will give you as many sticks as you need, but I'm trying to finish off the task that I've got right now. Then I can get super interested, hyper focused on something else. My character knows his flaws. I tend to focus one thing almost to the exclusion of other things.
Could I use prestidigitation to try and clean a rock?
It's not the rock; it's the air when the stuff, the spore goes up into the air, and so you'd be trying to clean the air like a gas
Well, I mean,
pocket.
like try and clean the spores off of the rock because they wouldn't really be airborne if they were wet, right?
Right, but does prestidigitation produce water, or does it just make things look clean?
Oh, I don't know.
It makes things look clean.
Oh, it just says you instantaneously clean or soil an object no larger than 1
Right.
cubic foot.
But think of dry cleaning, doesn't actually get rid of it's not using water as far as I
No.
understand it.
We
So,
would need something
Lame.
like dust.
but you might be onto something there.
I think
Somewhere we
that's
can
the
set a
only.
fire at once. You
I
got
don't know
any
about
oil
fire.
or
Ooh, I got grease.
Isn't going left.
Huh?
I'm just gonna put the quest always to the right so that you have to you go left and you go through every single trap to get.
Listen, I didn't say go left. I was just excited that we were going left, okay? I didn't pick the direction.
oh,
Uh,
Ernie, you can create water.
Who can create water?
Ernie, she's typing in chat, the game chat.
Create water.
She can create water. What does it take to create water? You have the spell components.
I have purify food and drink.
It's like adding bleach. I don't think that's water. Or iodine.
Spell components to create water.
She's lagging probably. I'm gonna bring it up. Create and destroy water. Lay in chat. You can either create or destroy water. You create 10 gallons of clean water within range of in an open container. Alternatively, the water falls as rain in a 30-foot cube within extinguishing plant. I know there was something that it would require, like
Materials. A
It's down
drop
there at
of
the very
water
bottom. Materials.
if
Drop of
creating
water.
water, or a few grains of sand if destroying it.
All right. Does anybody have a drop of water?
Would spit
I have
work?
4 water skins on me.
Okay, there we go.
There you go.
I mean, it's just a drop, so spit, right?
Yeah, I
It
I
is
got
a first
water.
level spells. Does she have spells? She has only one.
skill.
She has only one spell slot available.
Mm.
So she could use create and destroy water, and she will not have cure wounds, entangles, or anything else left. She got that back. So yeah, she could waste her last spell slot and create water that falls like rain in a 30-foot cube within range, which I do believe kind of covers that whole area.
We would have to let them all off at once. Get them all set off at once.
Yeah, it would a 30-foot. Let's see. Where's the measuring stick?
Yeah, that would cover it.
Yeah, it covers it. Measured distance. 30 feet diagonal covers all of them.
Mhm.
30-foot cube. All right, so you want to reverse fireball it. Rennie, would you like to just type yes? That's what you would like to use, since I know you're lagging and your chat keeps up at least. And you can hear us. Please water bomb the
We
buggers.
also do.
We also do.
We could also destroy the water that's in all of them too. Instantly.
You can destroy up to 10 gallons. Alternatively, you could destroy fog in a 30-foot cube within range.
Oh.
Great water does not destroy water from internal sources.
Boom.
You get rid of the problem. The only thing left is a bunch of rocks. As you notice that you cannot drive the cart without having to push the cart through this entire area, going through this area. It is very, very rugged terrain. You got rid of the spores. Now you just got a bunch of rocks that you're going to be clearing a path. So, like the Romans, you're going to have to build a road. This will take hours of work. So, at this rate, you will be able to move, probably, in order to get to the cart going, 10 feet of movement every hour. It will be very slow. So you're looking at, it'll be 5 o'clock in the afternoon, and you'll all make it to right about here. This is with everyone every now and then taking turns.
Remind me why we didn't go south back there. I don't remember.
Yeah, 5 hours into this, it's like you all sitting there with the shovel. Maybe one of he asks this question. Would you like to go back and check the other path while they still got what looks like another 8 to 10 hours till they get out of this rugged area? You're looking at right about here, it starts to clear back up. So before we end the session, would you like to go back and check that, Jared A. Luth? Yes, please go, Ninja. All
yeah,
right.
just because I know it'll be quicker for me to do it on foot.
All right, go for it. You have to go around that rock.
Fuck that rock.
Parkour.
Oops, didn't mean to hit that.
Seems very smooth, well traveled. There's a path to the north and a path to the south. The path to the north looks pretty hard to go through.
I don't like well traveled.
Nothing's bothering you.
Except for that fucking grin on your face.
I'm just laughing. There's nothing. There's nothing. You see a cave off to this direction.
Nope.
You see nothing. See a cave to the north. Nothing to the south. You see even more tracks to the south. You see Drow ahead of you.
Good luck. Good luck, guys.
I
There's
mean,
a
that
lot
is
of Drows in the
their
lead.
destination.
It took you 30 minutes, not even to get there. And we will end it here for the night.
All right. Good night.
Good night, everyone.